Hey, Red Baby, how are you? Hey, y'all. How are y'all? Now I can get this
Hey,
stupid camera off. Yeah, I just got, I wasn't going to sit over there and listen or listen to people attack me because I thought we were allowed to be in other people's lives and listen to stuff and be cordial. And when I had something to say, I went up and said it, and then I dropped. I'm sorry, I worked all day, and I was just washing my car and listening, and now I'm cooking. So I don't want to stay on panel all day and argue with people because I got a real life outside of TikTok. But it just kills me how everybody's over there and they keep playing. What Cooks did is so wrong. It's so fucking wrong what she did to Susan. But they keep replaying it. They keep on replaying it. They want to sit there and pick apart. When have we ever held a panel, you and me and everyone that's on this panel, when have we ever sat and held a panel and played someone's live over and over and over again and muted it and paused and muted it and criticized and talked? We've never did that shit over here on this panel. I'm sick of it. And then they want to. I'm gonna try to mute just me. Then they try. Then they try to oh. Then they try to twist shit so fucking much. Like people aren't educated and can't comprehend shit or don't have their own fucking brain. They try to sugarcoat and manipulate every fucking thing to what they believe, how Susan thought, and what Susan and how she felt, and what Cooks did, and this, and that. I get sick of that shit. I know what I heard. It might not have been Bree, but it was someone else. Oh yeah. Cook shouldn't have said all, and I agree. Cook shouldn't have really said what she said about Susan, what Susan sent her in a private message about that. Cook shouldn't have said that. But Cooks did say, I never told her what I was going through because I felt like I couldn't trust her. I felt like I couldn't trust her. Someone says, oh yeah, well, you see, Cooks said everything that Susan told her in confidence. Cooks released it. Susan still hasn't released what Cooks going through. How could she? How could she? When she plainly said she never told Susan.
you know, I agreed to do a panel with them on Thursday over just they want to explain everything and stuff. But like honestly, I was just over there and K Mac was like, "Well, Wimberly, why did you tell Cooks that Susan sent you that message?" And so I answered her in chat. I was like, because Susan had already told her. And somebody on the panel said at the same time I was typing it, and Dreamer was in chat, and she's like, "Oh, she lies. That's all she's done since she was a kid was lie." Why would I go on panel on Thursday? What is the point? The only person that told her to stop over there was Belinda. How would you
Just
know
like
if I
they tried
lied
to
as a
say.
child? You weren't there.
Just like they tried to say Wims didn't receive any threatening messages. We never did that. Then who fucking did it?
Right, and they're like, "Oh, well, who sent it and show us the messages?" Have y'all not heard me the whole time I've been on this app saying that I will not show private messages, whether they be good or bad? Like, that's a full stop with me. Either you believe me or you don't. I don't have to show you guys
Right.
anything.
And let's make this clear. They might not have did it, but I believe Wims isn't lying about it. They
Why
might not
would I
have
lie?
did it, but
What does
right,
that do
exactly.
for me?
But who knows? Somebody down their pipeline that they don't even talk to that just follows them blindly and believes everything they say.
I'm so irritated. I'm so irritated right now.
Yeah, and they're having outrage. Oh, Susan, Morbid was going at Susan because Susan said something racist. Where were they on panel sat playing lives for Adrian. Oh, we did talk to Adrian. Where? We never heard about it. But y'all
And
play
apparently I
other
play
people's
both
shit on
sides,
replay.
just so y'all know. I'm over here playing both sides. Just so y'all know, even though I sat on panel earlier with them and I said I have privately reached out to both Susan and Cooks to try to support them both through this because I think the loss of a friendship is sad. How is that playing both sides?
Exactly. My heart is broken right now because of what happened last night. I love both of them, and I still do.
I'm gonna say something real quick because somebody said something in the comments. Why are they ignoring what Goth Mom says, why are they ignoring what Sir Morbid did to Susan, but Cooks is bad? Because because Susan switched sides. That's why. Because now Susan is hanging with them. That's how this works, people.
And Pam is wrong for going up on Cook's Live today. What the fuck did K-Mac do? When K-Mac got into a tiff over here on the anti side, what the fuck did she do?
That's what they always do.
She ran right over there. She ran right over there.
Every time.
Oh, she's always been friends with us. Okay, why is she back on our panels anymore?
It amazes me that I'm going to sit there and be accused of playing both sides and this, and that. But I'm not the one that got on TikTok and pretended that I raised my freaking children when I lost custody of them in freaking 1997 or 86 or wherever it was. It was 86. I was 6 months old. It was 1986. But regardless, I'm not the one that's getting up here creating an entire fictitious life. And I'm supposed to go on panel and try to kumbaya and make it okay? No. And I even asked her in chat, I said, why are you attacking me? I didn't say anything to you. I said nothing to Dreamer in that chat. I literally just answered K-Max live while one of, I'm assuming a pro, I don't know who she really was, but she said the same thing that I had typed out. But you're in chat saying I'm lying when you have no idea what's going on. Whatever, dude.
Wins, listen, honey, we have these people know our lives and they're in our houses and on our phones and they know us better than we know ourselves at this point. That's what they keep screaming and hollering. They lived your life because Dreamer told them. It doesn't matter what we say at this point. It's always going to be their version, their narrative. It doesn't matter that we lived it, that we actually experienced it. It's what they say, not what we lived. And I'm not understanding the delusion of all these people who are supposed to be on the anti side, which I don't even think there's an anti pro anymore. There's the Kool-Aid drinkers, and there's the ones of us that are freaking sober.
Like, I was more than respectful over there when I was over there.
You were.
And, like, I'm so freaking irritated right now. I'm so irritated.
They are the only ones that can be mediators, and we know that they really don't truly mediate.
Exactly. They spin people's words, and man, and anybody that can fucking comprehend and understand and listen and dissect it all word for word, you see it. K-Mac she's the finest at it.
We curse and we scream and we holler
inside and out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get passionate, you know, and you use curse words or something. I'm sorry, I've never been one where I can just sit there and verbally manipulate somebody. I say how I feel, what I think, using my own words. I'm not trying to use some psychological babble to mentally fuck with people. And that's what they do. And they're good at it. That's what I say. I was
they look what they did to Cooks and Susan.
Right, but see, I was told the reason why they can repeat verbatim what we all say is because they listen to the lives over and over and over and make notes.
And it's proved today.
Right, and they take notes. And I'm like, you people have no life. Y'all say we don't. I'm not out here dissecting and making
Right.
notes and listen to this shit over and over. What the hell's wrong
Just
with
like
you?
I don't know what Cook said on your post. I haven't seen your post. I haven't been scrolling in over a week. I've been listening to lives when I can, but have I been scrolling? Hardly. I mean,
I
scrolling?
saw it.
Hardly
Did you
not.
know that
I
dreamers
didn't
have
know
a
it either.
seat videos are harmless? Those are harmless.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're not threatening.
Hmm.
When you called that out earlier, how she said something about because you didn't want nothing to happen to her when your grandmother's there, which I completely agree with, and you were speaking logical sense, but nope, those
And
she's
they're like, oh, well,
harmless.
but it was Madison, but it was Madison. Okay, it was Madison. Where did Madison get all this information from? From Dreamer. Whether
And
Dreamer
Madison proved
volunteered
it.
it or it was stalked through her, it does not matter. Had Dreamer never been up on the internet lying about stuff and acting a fool in defense of Gypsy, none of this would have happened to my family.
And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring you in the chat. I apologize. It's hard for me to cook, clear my head, and I'm like peeling potatoes. But yeah,
And
it's
then I
hard for me.
pointed out, I'm like, well, you know, my teenage daughter's on the app, and like, well, she runs across this stuff. I can't stop her from searching up what happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I monitor
Exactly.
her online activity, but I'm not going to tell a teenager in high school that they cannot be on a social media app that they don't even post on out of fear because of the community. I'm not going to tell her she has to get off an app that she gets on to freaking look at Pokemon cards. Like,
Right.
get
It's
real.
sad.
Social media should be for teenagers. And another thing, don't come for my parenting when you want to sit there and defend that Dreamer was a good parent.
Right.
They
And
were,
wasn't
they
this
were, oh,
originally a kids app? Wasn't it originally Musically, if I remember? And it was an app for kids.
so let me ask you something because I haven't been here. What happened?
I was just on my way home. I got off early today and I was listening. I was listening to Wims up there and K-Mac was trying to manipulate shit. Well, you need to understand Wims. Madison just keeps going and going and going. Not speaking that, hey, they all used to be fucking friends over there. Madison was friends with all of them. Now they're saying
Oh,
it
no,
was
but they
only
weren't
two.
friends. They were just acquaintances.
Right,
They were
and
just
now it was only
acquaintances.
2
Meanwhile,
months.
she got my grandmother's address from who?
Right. It was only for 2 months. And they kicked her out because she was doing shady shit.
And they don't do shady shit.
Right. I was cracking up in the inside when they said that.
And I don't care if my brother's name is or is not mentioned on the video that Dreamer made. The fact is that he was mentioned as her son, period, which leads crazy people to go down a rabbit hole and find them. And they're like, oh, well, they could find them from your page. Okay. But at least I know who to reveal information to and who not to.
Yep. And
They always have
and like,
some bullshit to justify their shady shit. Always.
yep. Always, always. Never fails.
This whole environment has become extremely toxic, and when I I'm so sorry about your whole situation with Dreamer. I don't really know. I'm just learning, put it that way. But anyway, I'm just really sorry that you're going through all of that and have been. When it comes to what happened last night and trickled into today, the amount of times that video from Cooks' Live that's been played is outrageous. And people
It's
just
exploitive.
exactly.
They're exploiting
people
Cooks
just need-
and Susan's pain.
exactly.
And they
people
keep
just
letting
need
everybody
to
know.
shut up, leave the two of them alone, and let them do their own thing. This is not helping either one of them. I understand that there's a
Agreed.
motive behind what they're doing, and that's to drive the wedge between everybody. Well, you know what? Kudos, it's working. But at the
And
same
then they have,
time, go
sorry.
ahead. No, go
They
ahead.
had Fancy up there. Like, she's got a fucking nerve to say anything about this fucking community, the anti side. Bitch, you're the one that got everybody on the anti side.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, there's people here, and again, I keep saying it because just for TikTok purposes and video purposes, I'm relatively new, but I've been watching since before the billboard. People just didn't know I was there. You know, it's sad to see what's become of this. Well, it's not a community anymore. It's just a bunch of people that got nothing else better to do all day but sit on here and do what they're doing. But these are two women who have an issue going on. Things were said on both sides, and I'm not taking sides. I love both of them equally. I checked in on both of them today, and I have no problem saying that. But what I will say is that these are two women that do not need this right now to be talked about all day, all night long, and into next week, because that's where this is going to
Exactly.
go.
Yep.
You know,
And you see, Moon didn't do it last night. Moon
no.
refused to do it.
And that video, you know, I don't know who was around last night, but as soon as Boston, I think it was, that posted the video, because it went up pretty quick. And as I said, like, can we ask Boston to take it down? You know, I think respectfully, it should never have been posted, but that's Boston. That's her thing.
I
That's what she,
agree.
you know, but to sit there and replay it over and over. I was at work today and I was listening on and off throughout the day, here and there, and I must have heard it 30 times today. And I don't think that's an exaggeration.
Well, we knew
And
that was going to happen. We called it last night. We said Morbid
right.
would make a
Exactly.
whole episode out of it, and sure enough,
He
after
did.
So,
And
talking about
Susan went on
Mimi,
panel. But Cooks couldn't go tell her side in peace. Susan was allowed to go on Morbid's last night and tell everything in her piece, but Cooks isn't allowed to do the same damn thing today on her own panel.
actually, wasn't Susan on, was it Keisha's or K-Max last night and Morbid came in? It wasn't Morbid's panel, unless it was after I went to bed.
You're right. You're right,
K-Max.
but
It was K-Max.
Okay.
you're right. Yeah,
Because
but
I
still,
know, again,
Susan went up
people,
and talked about it.
yeah, again, I know people are picking this apart, so I don't want them coming after you, Lala, saying, well, you know, whatever.
Right.
So,
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
yeah, K-Max. Yeah. The whole day I've been furious about this.
Yeah,
Furious.
K-Mac's not a girl's girl, in my opinion, playing it.
Yeah, I heard they said that about me last night.
Said
They
what?
said it about Cooks
I,
today. That she's
I
not
wasn't a
girl's
girl's girl. No, I'm not no. A girl's girl? What does that, what does that mean? Somebody please give me that definition.
It like
What
you
the hell
don't
is
look
that?
out for, like, women are supposed to stick together in this world. Like, because you know how back in the day we didn't have rights, we didn't have this and that, and now that we do, we're supposed to make sure it always stays that way. We're supposed to stick together.
Well, I will
I
say
don't
this
defend
then.
people based off of gender, religion, sexual
No.
orientation, and like, I'm sorry, that doesn't automatically align me,
This
nor
isn't
will it
the
ever.
No, I'm
this
a
isn't the
character
50s.
person. It's about the character. I don't give a flying
Exactly.
fuck what gender you are. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Right.
But Stevie, that's what I'm saying. They're both human. So this is like, this has to end. Like, it's just gross on so many levels.
Sit
I
there and
think
tell me
Cooks,
how it was all Madison, but like, I literally didn't even say anything to Dreamer in the chat.
right.
She just couldn't stop herself.
Nope.
She just couldn't stop
And
herself. And I even put in the chat, I said, I'm not starting with you. Why are you attacking me? And she put, I'm not attacking you. Just put the truth. And I put, oh, okay.
That's like
They wouldn't know the truth if it freaking
Cooks.
slapped them upside the head. I'm sorry.
Cook, we would have never knew what was going on with Cooks and Susan if Susan had not have came on Cook's panel, and because Cooks wasn't speaking on it.
But see, it all started in Moon's Live when Susan got I don't know if it was a TikTok
Someone sent her a
message.
message.
Exactly. That, and well, you came in right after, didn't you?
I was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I thought so. I know I'm getting old and my memory's going, but just checking. But yeah, so that's when it all started. But when I have my theory on that, but I won't speak to who I think it was. But
And I did ask. I said, Cooks. I said in the chat, is Susan mad at us? I didn't say is Susan mad at you. I said, is Susan mad at us? Because I haven't seen her in any of Cook's lives, so I didn't know what had happened. But I wasn't talking about Cooks and I mean Susan, and Cooks didn't start talking about Susan. All I asked was Susan mad at all of us?
But see,
And I'm sure other people did too.
Yesterday afternoon, Cooks went live, and I was actually up on the panel with her in the afternoon, and people down in the, I never said anything like, where's Susan to or not, because I knew that there was something going on, and quite frankly, it's none of my business what's going on with them. But people in the chat were saying, where's Susan? And she just said, something to the effect that we're not speaking or whatever. And we went on. That was it. And Susan basically said the same thing last night in Moon's Live. Like, neither one of them at that point were speaking out or saying anything.
Right, until somebody ran to Susan, that Cooks was talking about her, which wasn't true.
I
Exactly.
messaged Susan this morning and I said, please just be careful who you lean on, I think is the wording I used. It might have been different wording. But I said, I'm just concerned about your pain being exploited and you deserve time to heal in peace.
Amen.
Yeah.
And then I blocked her after all this because, if you're going to be aligned with people like that, I got to protect myself.
Oh,
I got to
absolutely.
protect myself. I got to protect my peace. This is just nuts. Fucking Linda, man. Dumb broad.
But I feel better. I just had to vent with my girls.
The way I
Not
look at
being
it,
cut off.
where Susan goes, what panel she goes on, that's between Susan and those other people. I just, because people in the chat are talking about it. So that's why I just, figured I'd say something. We can't control
Yeah,
that.
No, we
And-
can't, but it's suspicious. It's very suspicious when
Yeah.
you go to the very people who are bullying you, harassing you, and talking about you, and
Yeah.
the ones that you're crying about.
Who
That's
else
the thing
did
about it. We've seen it time and time and time again in this community. And it's suspicious, especially when you find out that they've been talking to them behind the scenes the whole entire time.
Yep.
And the one that's trying to defend you, all of a sudden ends up being the bad guy.
Yep, even for Cooks, because according to Bree, she has all types of messages of Cooks talking about people over here on our side.
I said it in Chewy's live last night in chat. Divide, destroy, and then play good cop.
Right, that's what they've been doing.
That's
Ever
exactly
since
it.
they were allowed in these spaces, in our spaces, that's what they have been doing. They continuously
Yep.
do it. Look at all the people that you would have never thought in a million years agreeing with them
Right.
on the
That's what
crappy
they
shit
said
that
over
they
there.
do.
And said I supported Mimi when I was literally right after that live of Mimi's. I went into She Shed Grow. No, I don't know. I was in somebody's live, She Shed or whatever. And I even put on there, I was like, I don't support what Mimi said. And Sheena came in and I said, Sheena, I hope you know, I do not support what Mimi said about your granddaughter. And furthermore, I already knew that Mimi and Madison are friends. Do you think I'm stupid?
Right.
Keep your friends close and
They
your enemies closer. Like, I'm not
Exactly.
stupid. I got to keep an eye on the crazy chick that is hunting down every sliver of information she can find about me. Newsflash, if there was information to find about me, Dreamer would have already put it out.
and then
Exactly.
they said Hannah does her own thing. Hannah only comes up on panel to when there's a whole 200 people in the chat, and she plays like she's this like life coach and this and that. There's lots of people in this community that do that. Ivory's
This is
one of them. Ivory don't come on none of our panels anymore, but let some shit be popping off or something that she thinks isn't right, and that's her right. Just like it's Hannah's right.
But here's the thing: Hannah's never left. Okay,
Right.
but it's for
True.
you to leave the
True.
community and say it's nothing but toxicity, but every time there's toxicity that pops up, all of a sudden you're the wise one. You know better than anybody else. But you know,
Amen.
and then you turn around and you're sharing panels with the very people who are doing the shit.
Well,
Who you used to
Madison's in
roast.
here.
Yeah, who you used to roast on your panel.
Right.
You got
Remember
Madison
those?
in
Remember?
here.
Where?
The
Y'all
Zachariah
handle it.
snitching.
I got stuff all over my hands. Yeah. Get it out.
Madison, this is not the place to be.
Yeah,
You
right.
got her?
Like, and what's crazy about
yeah.
that is I've already said I don't agree with what Dreamer did to Madison or what Madison did to Dreamer. I don't know what that
Amen.
crazy ass wants from me. Leave me alone,
Right.
you psycho.
They both wrong. In my book. Just like Susan and Cook are both wrong. They both did wrong. I've done wrong. But oh yeah, I didn't call out Adrian shit, Nelly. I only called it out when we were no longer friends. Excuse me, that's why we're not friends anymore. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
I can post the screen thread of it. The text
Did,
messages.
but did you think that they heard the live when you confronted her? And we found and Nanny and Mary and all was on panel, and they all admitted that she was sending shit behind our back, personal messages
Yep.
and shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
see that's how Adrian works. She doesn't come up on
Right.
panels and say this, say that. She goes and she sends messages, DMs and shit out to people to freaking only show her side of it.
Yep.
And then it's old shit that she participated in. Yeah, okay.
That's what caused our last tiff, is because
But it's okay.
I
She
said
told
something
them
about
she was
right,
sorry. She
right,
apologized to
exactly.
them. That's all that
Right,
matters.
yeah. And I need to tell you, you need to fucking apologize, Nelly. That's what I need
Who
to do.
who
That's
who
what
I
they
need to
said.
apologize to and for what?
You need to apologize for being a bigot. But which can't anybody be labeled a bigot because you believe what someone else doesn't believe, but I'd rather be called a bigot than a racist.
Am
That's
I
just my
okay? Here's the
opinion.
thing. Here's the thing. Do y'all hear me on panels
Or
constantly being a
homophobic.
bigot? Do y'all hear me being a bigot? Do y'all hear me being a homophobic? Do y'all hear me on panels being a racist? Do y'all hear me? Do y'all see me making AIs about it? Do y'all see me pointing people out? Am I? Do y'all see me attacking people?
No,
And I mean, I'm
never.
asking an
Unless
honest
they come at
question.
you.
Okay,
Only
but they
when
always
someone comes
say
at you.
right, and they said that I perpetuate and I'm the shit starter. No, I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna shut up for nobody. And if you're gonna come at me, I'm gonna come at you. And y'all lucky. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all are not y'all, but the people who keep coming at me with all this crap. If you listened closely last night, what they were saying before, it was Nelly said it, Nelly accused, Nelly did this, Nelly did it. Now it's I implied it. I
Yep.
implied it. I didn't say it, but I implied it. I let other people say it because I
Yeah.
was told by law enforcement to keep my mouth shut till I got the police report. Then I got the police report. Did it make a difference? They want to humiliate me. And guess
Oh
what?
yeah,
I'm
and
done with it.
it went on for months. When last time I checked, and we talk every day. Last time I checked, it went on for like a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, not months. Once that happened, you had that police report that following.
It took
It
three
had,
weeks. 3 weeks.
okay, my bad, 3 weeks, but
But
it
I
didn't
didn't
take
talk
two
about it every
months.
time. The thing is that
Right.
I did not talk about no, they were the ones that were coming at me. I again, people they what blows my mind now is I don't see all the fake accounts and all the AIs that they made about me and because I don't follow these people. These people are blocked. Okay?
That part.
And and I don't go into their spaces. They come into my spaces. So the only time I would talk about it is if somebody asked me a question or if they were attacking me with troll accounts. That was the only time I brought it up until I got the police report. Now I'm going to tell you, honestly, that Saturday when I went up on panel and I said everything, I was going to apologize until I was sent messages about all of the AIs and the posts and the fake accounts. You know, it's like you want me to apologize to you, but you keep attacking me. You keep attacking my personal life. You know what? You no, and then they continue. They want me to apologize. Where's my apology?
That's like they want me to be the adult in between me and Dreamer. Guess what? I'm the child. It's not my obligation to be the adult.
No,
Yep.
you're
I hate
right.
to break
I'm
that
sorry,
to
it's
them.
like,
I realize that's their friend, but I mean, come on now.
and that whole thing is right, wrong is wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know their definition of what's right and what's wrong, but I never did half as much of the shit that they did to me. I didn't go out humiliating anybody. I didn't go digging into their background. I wasn't doing um what they call roasting or
Right. You didn't go
funnies.
get their skeletons out the closet and
No,
get
I
whole
wasn't going to
lives
look
about
their
it.
face. I didn't do any like what Madison did. I didn't do what Madison did. I didn't do what Mimi did. I did not retaliate. They
Nope, you
kept
sure
on.
didn't.
They kept pushing. They are still doing it, still pushing.
Yep.
And you're going to stay on my neck and whatever. But I'm going to tell you, I have never, ever gone after anybody or said shit about anybody until they've said something about me or one of my friends that I knew that they were right. And I'm going to say something right here. I'm going to steal this just. Y'all need to leave Steph the fuck alone.
Yep, that
K-Mac,
too.
you
Yep.
call her your friend, and yet I would never
You
in a
let people
million
do that.
years attack my
Yep.
friend.
And
You've
up on that
If,
heard
if
panel.
if
you
that's kind of friend
you
you are, I don't. What do we need fucking enemies for, K Mac? If you're
Steph,
that
Went
Steph
kind of
up
has
on
said
that
friend,
time
panel
and time again
because
how much she loves K-Mac, but K-Mac can't even fucking respect her.
like
No, that's
K Mac
bullshit.
said she was confused about me. So I went up on that panel and I said, what are you confused about, K Mac? Like let me break it down for you. And she explained that she's confused about how I'm defending Cooks and this and that. And I said, well, listen, like Cooks has been good to me. She has kept Madison and Dreamer away from me so I can go up on panels and have a good time. And that earns loyalty in my book. Supporting somebody doesn't always mean that you agree with every single thing that they say. You can, in fact, support somebody and think what they say is wrong, right?
Right.
exactly,
And
Just like you
the
don't
next
ever
thing I
think.
know, she's
Sorry.
paneling one of the pro sides, and I'm being asked about Dreamer and stuff. Well, y'all are just as bad as Madison at that point. You're mad that Madison paneled me and asked me about Dreamer. Are y'all not doing the same thing?
Right.
I
And
mean, I
I
could
Oh,
don't
be
think
wrong
we
there. I
have.
could just be worked up and emotional. I'll allow that one.
No, you're exactly right. Because that's what I was sitting there thinking the whole time when I was listening to you on that panel. And I'm like, I'm not about to let them overcrowd Wims and deflect and manipulate her. I'm not letting
No,
it happen.
And
Lala
I
sent a
appreciate you,
message.
Lala.
Lala sent a
You're
message
welcome.
in our group text, and she's like, "I'm not about to let them overcrowd Williams." And it's like, well,
Yeah,
okay, then you
my
do you,
mom was
girl.
gave away at the age of 4
I
But
think
by
my
her
favorite line
biological
by Dreamer
mom.
that I ever heard was, "How was she so abused? She was only 6 months old." Shouldn't the question
Wow.
be, how do you lose custody within 6 months?
Months. Oh, that makes me so angry. Yeah, it sounds like my mom. What happened to my mom? She was gave away at 4, her and 2 siblings, and then their mom came back and dropped off their sister when she was 6 months.
They were only supposed to come and take me, and then when they came, they seen the conditions and they decided to take my brothers too. Mind you, that was the third time my brothers got taken away.
And my mom made sure nothing ever happened to us because of what she went through. And Wims is just supposed to forget about it. What? Fuck y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta mute.
Well, that's like they want to say, "Oh, well, I don't think you realize that there's years of history here with all of us." Y'all got what, 1,200 days of history? 1985. That's how far
Right. You
back
have
my
a whole
history goes.
40 some years.
1985. So you want to tell me about history with this bitch? And I'm still up there being compassionate. I'm still up there saying, no, I want her to have a community. I want her to have support. She needs it. Because Lord knows her children will never, ever give it to her again.
You're a lot more kind than I would be. So I admire that.
But that
I
shows Wim's
admire that.
Me
character, though.
too.
Wim's has
Exactly.
character.
Exactly.
She has integrity. That's
Exactly.
No,
that's the
no, no.
difference.
I play both sides and I'm a pick me and I want everybody to like me. So everybody on panel, just tell me what I have to say to get you to like me and what side I should be
Mm,
playing. I don't
that's
come in
K
here very
Mag.
often. I don't know
That's
what
K
side to
Mag.
play.
You know
That's
what,
K Mag
Wims?
for
The
me.
thing is that you're brutally honest, you stand your ground, and you don't take shit. Sorry, Lala. Didn't mean to curse.
And I try to be
It's okay.
compassionate
You're
about it. I
fine.
sat up
We
there and
curse
I said
over here.
I didn't agree with the way that that both sides have went after each other, right? Like I don't agree with
Yes.
when Bree was in
Right.
her
Yep.
lowest spot. I don't agree with dragging all that out. If you've ever suffered from, substance, then you understand why I stand on that
Right.
side. I'm an
We thought that was
alcoholic.
wrong. My brother's was
Hey,
an
why did
addict.
Boston get blocked? Why did Boston get blocked?
Oh,
She
I
just
didn't. I thought you
messaged
didn't
me.
want her in here.
No, I
I
love
didn't.
Boston. I
Oh,
love
my bad.
Boston.
I confused. I confused it with Madison. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me unblock her because I was like, don't let
No,
her see her comment and
see,
she'll leave.
I did. I want to say this though. I did feel for Brie, and I still feel for Brie on addiction and all of that. But I can't comprehend how she wants
I
sympathy
unblocked her.
and people to feel for her and all
I'm
that, and then gonna
sorry.
go after Steph. That makes to me,
Right.
it's like you just any empathy or sympathy you had went flying out the window because apparently it's not a big deal to you that you can attack somebody else with the same exact situation.
I would
It
like to
makes no
point
sense.
out when Keisha and I got into
Oh,
it on her panel, I even told her because we were into it over Madison. I even told her, I said, you might want to go tell your friend to lock down her private Instagram because it's wide open. I was nice enough to let Madison know that her private Instagram was unlocked with her entire following on there of her family members. Now I could have been diabolical, but I wasn't.
yep. That was very nice of you.
Ugh, these people. These people. And I want to know,
Someone's at.
I want an honest answer to this one. How in the world do y'all see Dreamer and how she acts and thinks that she successfully raised children, 2 of which that went on and joined the service, right? So that's one of those things where you kind of like donate your whole body and mind and soul to Uncle Sam, right? Like that's not a commitment that you can just flip-flop on one day or the next, or newsflash, you get court-martialed. So how do you think that somebody like her raised two adults that managed to grow up and do that? Now, I'm not saying I did anything great in the service, but I did my time. I was honorably discharged. How do y'all think that that human raised two people capable of that? If Linda would have kept us, we would not have ever have joined the service. We both would have either been in the ground or in jail. And honestly, sometimes I'm surprised him and I aren't in jail, because don't think that we haven't had diabolical conversations about that frickin' witch.
Wins just the fact that when you speak intelligently and calmly and have common sense proves that she didn't raise you. That's my
Ooh, I'm
opinion.
mad.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm mad and I'm caffeinated. We're in trouble now.
Let it out.
Yeah, I'm mad
I'm
and
gonna go on
hot.
mute while I brush my teeth. I've said dreamer a lot. I gotta get the germs out of my mouth.
Daisy was asking what happened with why we fell out with Adrian. It was a lot. It wasn't just it wasn't just the straw that broke the camel's back. It was more than that. Like what they are saying, Cook said she needed time, and they said they didn't care if their friend was suicidal. They'd stay on the phone with her for 2 days. And I would do the same thing. Like, Adrian got mad at me over stupid ass shit and then would ignore me for 2 weeks. And she also said lots of things that I let slide until I couldn't take it anymore. Adrian and I fell out because I had a backbone.
Because Adrian,
And I called out her shit.
Adrian's where Adrian needs to be, because she's just like him. All those things that she does over there with the funny, making fun of people, y'all, that's nothing. Really, you should see the chats, like our group text, and she's not a nice person. She's not, and we tolerated it. We did. She was everybody. She was always somebody's after her, which she never had proof, including Casey May and all of that. Remember that?
Right.
Casey and
Casey
her
May.
bunch. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Casey was one of the gins, and she was after her. She was jealous of her. She talked
Like,
shit on everybody.
Yeah, like we blindly disliked people and rode for her when we didn't even know these people. We didn't know Myra. We didn't know Jess. We didn't know Amy. We didn't really know Casey.
That too. She always wanted to be in somebody's shit. Always. Every time we turn around. And then want to add them to the group text. And then what she'd do, she'd start a private group text and
behind my back.
always
Yep.
behind Lala's back. She'd only want certain people to be in there, and that way she can talk about everybody. It was, and then I thought about it after. It's like, if she's talking about others with me, she's doing it behind my back. And sure enough,
Yep.
I
Like,
never
why
ever had proof of the freaking crazy shit she would come up with.
Yeah, that's like I found out every time we added someone new to our group chat, Adrian would make a new group chat without me, with the new person and everybody else. Like, who does that? And talk about me. And I never did a thing to her. I love that girl. That girl was a really good friend of mine. I would have did anything for her in my power. Not no more though.
And then I love this. Okay, here's one for everybody. She sent somebody a voice recording saying that when she started, it was when she started hanging out with me and being friends with me that she lost herself. That's when she started talking about people and making fun of people. And she was angry at people all the time because I was always feeding this energy to her that I turned her to be a bad person.
Right,
Okay,
but she
so
had
if
us
that's
hating
the
people we
case,
didn't even know. Right, but she
right
had
now,
us
if
hating people we didn't even know.
right,
Amy, Jess, none of them. Didn't know him from Adam.
right now, here's my question to all of you, okay, including those who are going to listen to this recording. All right, do y'all remember Adrian was on Morbid's panel before we ever became friends? Adrian hung out with the Two Face group before we ever became friends. Hell, before I even came onto this app.
Before we knew what
Okay.
Two Face Group was.
Right. Now, Adrian is over there on the pro side. What do y'all hear Adrian doing? Making fun of people, talking shit on people. I mean, did y'all ever see any of that shit? I mean, she did try to do it to Pug Lady and Tamara, and we put a
Yeah, do
stop to
you?
that.
One night we had fun, but live after live after live, or when someone was talked about, do you hear us impersonating somebody's voice? Do you hear us calling out everything they did wrong? No. We all sin. We're born sinners.
She's showing who she truly is. That's all there is to it. And that's fine.
And they can
And
stream till the cows come home because that's what they do best.
and all
Is
that
play
shit about,
people's
oh,
lives
I
and
know all their
repeat.
skeletons in their closet. No, no, baby girl, you the one who did most
Nah.
of the talking. You the one who
Yep.
talked.
And we got them
Mm-mm.
too. Right.
You don't know shit about me, and there's a reason because I knew I couldn't trust your ass from the get go.
Just like Cook said today. Yeah, I don't agree with what Cooks did, but I know I can relate to her on that level. Not telling somebody everything because you can't trust them.
Nope.
That's why I've said over and over again here, nobody will ever know anything about me personally. It's not worth my sanity.
It's not. You're right. It's not. And I don't need to tear somebody else up to lift myself up. I'm sorry. I don't need to tear somebody else down to lift myself up. I don't.
Um, there was a troll account that just came in, Truth Something.
Let me see.
They didn't have any followers or anything,
And
so.
I'm so sorry I got Boston confused with Madison because didn't they both used to be on Breeze panels all the time, Boston and Madison? Or am I confused about that too? Isn't that where Boston and Madison both came from, the community? Dang, everybody's on me. The OGs. That's what I thought, Pugnificent, but you know, what
Yeah, that's what
I,
it came from. Sorry. I was blocking that person.
yep, no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, that's what I thought. So I was a little confused. I got them mixed up, but I'm sorry, Boston. I did not mean to block you. But I know I'm not dumb. Oh, we were friends with her for a very short time. Okay.
Who said that? What?
They all said that they was friends with Madison for a very short time.
Oh, well.
It was good for the goose. What did you say, Nellie?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander?
Oh, right,
Oh, the
yeah.
rules?
She was cool. Yeah, she was cool.
Okay.
It was cool when she was on their lives, trashing
Yeah,
all of us.
that's just it. They use people until they outstay their welcome, or they start all of a sudden realizing what's going on. Like with Key, you know?
Yep, some
I,
people
I'm gonna
don't get
say
a
this.
pass, Stevie.
I will say this: if the day was to ever come, and at one time I'm just gonna finish what I was saying. If the day ever comes when anybody on the pro side all of a sudden starts going and starts DMing me to be my, oh, I finally see where you're coming from. I see what they doing to you. Automatic block because I don't trust none of them. I will never, ever, ever trust somebody who did
Ever,
malicious
ever.
shit that was done to me and then be friends with them. It's no. Mm-mm. You showed me who you were.
Y'all defend a mommy unaliver and a former lot lizard. Miss me with that. Isn't that what they say?
Exactly.
I
Yep.
stand 10 toes
Mm-hmm.
down with my full little bitty
Yep.
chest.
Yep.
Did you
Lot
just say
lizard
lot
lovers.
lizard?
I did.
Oh my god. I love you, Wims.
That's what I said. It's like, okay, I'm supposed to take Dreamer makes it. Nelly, how can you? Oh God, what's wrong with you? You can't keep a man. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm gonna take marital advice from a homeless ex prostitute law lizard
Who brags
who
about pop rock specials.
right and who couldn't keep her kids. Guess what? My kids are more important to me than anything. And if a man can't handle that, then you know what? There's the door. Ain't never gonna happen. And I ain't never had to suck a pop or do a pop rock to get a man to touch me either.
Yeah, and when she was married to Dale, she beat the crap out of that man. My brother seen it firsthand.
Oh my God.
Laura May
And
says Halls is better, just saying. Oh my god.
I am not repeating what a pop rock special is. Y'all are going to have to Google that.
Right.
Just use your imagination.
I don't even know what it is, but I can guess what it is.
I'll tell you later.
I honestly didn't even know pop rocks had been an invention that long, if I'm being honest. That was actually a new revelation of Mummy Dearest to me.
And oh, Nelly, remember when we were saying we wouldn't mind DoorDash? Well, I've gotten 2 packages that have my name on them that nobody in my household ordered. So
What?
somebody's having fun. But I'll take free gifts, you know? I'll take stuff I didn't order.
There you go.
For anybody asking what a pop rock special is, Stevie just explained it in the comments.
Okay, let me look. Oh, wow.
I didn't know what that was either until Dreamer said it.
Not,
I'm
wow.
like, what?
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That's something I would never repeat.
But some people are proud of
I
their
wasn't.
trash.
I didn't know that was possible. You'd think that'd be kind of like the whole
I
mixing
think it'd
them
be
with pop
painful.
or soda thing. Yeah.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. Wish I didn't ask the question now.
Listen, I tell Sam
Sometimes,
David all the time, don't ask questions in this community because they'll give you the answer.
oh yeah.
My husband came inside and went right back outside like, oh, she's on something. She's on one. I'm staying out the way.
I think my husband kind of had that same impression when he walked in the house. Because I said, do you want to hear the best line I heard all day? And he said, what? I said, somebody that's known Dreamer for 1,200 days wanted to tell me I don't understand because there's history there. And he just started laughing.
Right. 40 years. 41 years.
Oh,
It's just. But I don't want to keep you guys. I just had to come on and be able to talk and not get over talked or not get attacked in the chat because you don't want to go on live because you don't live your whole life on live. And
I
so
just,
that's
I can't get over the whole, all the people who are justifying the crap around here, and they're picking and choosing who's the worst and ignoring the worst.
Right.
right. Or if you're going to call it out, call it all out. That's what I say. Hey, we're all bad. We all make mistakes. We all done things
Boston,
that we shouldn't have done.
Boston, you a troublemaker, girl. Nelly, go live. Okay.
I love Boston.
I know. I was like, Nelly, I'm going live, and you guys don't have to say nothing. Just get on the panel so I don't have to have this camera on.
I tell you what, Boston, I'll go live. You gonna come on panel?
I'll go on panel and mute, but I don't want to host. I want to get off here because I'll probably be playing with my grandbaby in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know how I
After
got
dinner.
that here, but hi, lady.
I think I made an honest effort to try to come together in KMAX Live. And then I think that they allowed me to be attacked in chat.
Yep,
That's
they
what I
did.
think.
That's
Oh,
why I went
definitely.
up. Yeah. I was like, oh, no.
Okay,
Except
hold
for
on.
Belinda. Belinda stuck up for me and she told Dreamer not to talk to me like that and to be nice.
Lala, Boston said that if she comes on my panel, I might get banned. Have I not every single time I have been on live lately lost my lives?
Right.
I don't need help, girl, but it'd be nice to have some
Right.
support.
Yeah, come up. Please do. So we don't have to look like the only what do they call it when we go out? Crash outs. We don't have to be
Yeah,
the only
crash
crash outs. Join
They,
the
um,
crowd.
Backup accounts for.
Well,
Listen.
okay, so I completely lost about my third backup. I don't know if I'm guessing somebody hacked it because I can't even find it, but other people are seeing it. My second backup was taken. I'm not going back on Keisha's lives. It was taken off of Keisha's live right like 24 hours before I got this one back, and then I think I have access to this one. So it's like, yeah, it's like I'll lose one and then I need to make some more. I did another Whoa Nelly. I just need, I guess I gotta wait the 7 days before I can go live on that one. But every time I go live, they hit me.
And
And then
also,
they're all blocked.
how come if I'm so misinformed, half of them in the chat over there was like, Wims has me blocked. Wims has me blocked. If y'all don't like me so much, why are you even trying to click on my profile?
Exactly.
Right.
Why do you care if you're blocked? Why? What the fuck?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like access is denied. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't want to hear what I got to say. Well, I think they do want to hear what we got to say though. So they can manipulate it and twist it. But I mean, why even bother?
Right.
It's just content for them at this point.
Well, I love Wims. She's snarky. She's right
Thank you.
forthright. I
Yes.
was like, what the heck are they doing over there? I just wanted to hear the beef between the two old ladies that should know better. That's all.
It's a shame that friendship broke up.
Yeah, that is a sad, sad situation. They should have kept it private.
Furthermore, if they think it's so bad that Cooks outed Susan for having the thoughts that she was having, then why do they keep repeating it?
That is
Yep.
true.
Exactly. Very
Why
true.
would
Yeah.
you keep repeating it and throwing it out there for everybody. If you think it shouldn't be
Exactly.
on the internet, then quit putting it on the internet.
Drama, drama, drama.
Misery loves company. What my mom
Right.
always said.
That it does.
And how long is it going to drag on?
Well, I've been going about 40 years. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
If you want to shut it down, I'll go for about an hour.
Okay, yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
eat
it might
dinner
only
real
take 30
quick.
minutes.
Okay, yeah, I'll be up though. I'll be on mute probably, like I
Okay.
usually
You're
am.
all welcome to come in.
Yep. All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, wonderful
Bye.
ladies.
Have a good night if we don't speak again. Love you guys.
Stay beautiful.